So the UFC Sao Paulo main event between Derrick Lewis and Jailton Almeida has wrapped up. Yeah, very interesting fight. Not the most entertaining fight, not gonna lie. It is just a very dominant performance from Jailton Almeida, but not like a impressive one. He might be the first guy to win like fucking 50-44 on like every scorecard, but somehow his stock not go up. I don't know, it's weird. Like he did have a good performance, but I don't know. He didn't show any urgency. He showed that his size is definitely going to be a big problem because he couldn't get anything off Derrick Lewis. Like he couldn't sub him. He could get him down, but he couldn't really do anything with it. Every time the rounds would start, Derrick Lewis would do really well, but he would then go too crazy trying to get the knockout. Like there were so many moments though. I did find the fight exciting just because every round it seemed like fuck, Derrick Lewis is going to get that KO now. Derrick Lewis is going to get that KO now. Like that was generally how I felt that whole fight. It's like, oh fuck, here he comes, he's getting it now. Like it was crazy. Like I found that fight entertaining, but on rewatch it would not be an entertaining fight because you know what happens. It's one of those fights where it's like, yeah, live maybe it's a bit crazy because you don't know what's going to happen, but not overall not like an entertaining fight, but a good performance from Jailton Almeida. But I think everyone was expecting him to go in there and finish Derrick Lewis, and when he didn't do that, maybe people are going to be upset with that performance. Uh, Derrick Lewis, he gets told. People say that Derrick Lewis gives up, and he gives up at the first sign of adversity. But he showed a lot more heart this fight. Like he generally just didn't quit. Like I know he got sat on top of, but he was never like he never subbed. There were so many moments where he could have just gave up. So I did respect that Derrick Lewis did have more of a fighting mindset in this fight. But yeah, it was generally just a one-sided performance here from Jailton Almeida. Not an entertaining fight at all. He called for Cyril Gahn. I think you do Jailton Almeida, Curtis Blades. I think you run it back. I don't think that performance really does get you a ranked fighter like Cyril Gahn. I think you need to run back the Curtis Blades fight. Honestly, in my personal opinion. So rebook Almeida versus Curtis Blades, and then Derrick Lewis versus Rosenstruck next. I think that's what makes the most sense. I was hoping the Rosenstruck fight was going to be next, but it appears not. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe Derrick Lewis on a full camp wins this. Who knows? He only had like 2 weeks or something, or 3 weeks to like prepare. That is actually pretty crazy when you think about it. Like, who knows? Maybe if Derrick Lewis actually was prepared, he could have actually got something going. Obviously, it would have been a fluke KO. He would have been losing, but still, he did look improved from the Sergey Spivak fight. But I don't know. Almeida obliterates both. That's weird. But yeah, I think Curtis Blades versus Jailton Almeida is the fight to make. I was gonna pick Curtis Blades in that fight, and after that, I definitely would. I don't know if he'd be able to have that success like he did against Derrick Lewis. Curtis Blades is actually a wrestler, has good takedown defense, does gas out, but he's powerful. He's got good boxing. Like I think that's actually a really tough matchup for Jailton Almeida. I still do. So hopefully we get that fight next. I think that would make the most sense. Like I've always said with Almeida, he needs to go back to light heavyweight because sooner or later that size is going to be a big difference where he's not going to be able to get anything off. I thought it might be the Shamil fight. It was looking like he couldn't get anything, but he ended up getting it done. But this Lewis fight, like even though he's getting top now and he's doing everything he can, like he's going in all the right positions, he's just too small to contend with him. Like imagine if this was against like Tom Aspinall or like a Sergey Pavlovich or somebody really athletic and big. Like I don't know. I don't know if it would go too well for him. That's just my opinion. Who knows? I could be wrong. But I just think this size is really going to be a big difference. But Almeida still got it done. He did get a dominant performance. Not an entertaining fight by any means, though. Like, let's not lie and say it was, but still a very dominant performance. The guy was a former welterweight, so it is crazy to see him have this success over massive welterweights. This guy started his career as a 170-pounder, and he's now a top 5 heavyweight. So that is crazy. Shows the level of grappling difference between a former welterweight and a heavyweight. Definitely. Man, so many times in that fight, I was like, oh, fuck, here comes Derrick Lewis. Like, Derrick, every time he hit him, because Almeida's been chinned before. He didn't show the greatest chin. Maybe that was because of the weight cut or something. Because it wasn't middleweight where he got chinned. But I don't know, the whole fight, I'm like, oh, fuck, here he comes. He's about to get chinned. He's about to get knocked out. But he ended up surviving it all. But really interesting to see how he does against like a Curtis Blades, like I say, somebody who can stuff the takedowns and is like not just big weight wise, but just frame wise, very big, very strong. Maybe Almeida just goes out there and wrestles him. Maybe we have a striking match between them. Who knows? But yeah, I need to see Almeida versus Blades next. They have to rebook that fight. Like it just has to be rebooked, in my opinion. I don't think you get Cyril Gane off that. But maybe they do Cyril Gane. Cyril Gane doesn't have anyone to fight either, so I guess that could probably make some sense. But still, very good performance from Jailton Almeida. Not the most entertaining performance, but he got the win. Like I say, this is probably one of the worst main events, but watching it live is a crazy experience because you don't know what's going to happen. Like, I don't know, my opinion is, oh fuck, here it comes, Derrick Lewis KO, but nah. But anyway, it'll be interesting to see what's next for both of them, but I think Derrick Lewis versus Jairzinho Rozenstruik makes the most sense. I've wanted to see that fight for years. Please don't let us miss out on that fight. I just want to see it. Lewis versus Rozenstruik, make that one next. And yeah, that's all I've got to say. So yeah, thanks for watching. Let me know your thoughts on the main event. Let me know if Jailton Almeida's stock went down in your opinion. I've seen a lot of people saying his stock went down. I mean, compared to Sergey Spivak, Spivak went out there, ragdolled him, beat the shit out of him, subbed him. Jailton Almeida just went out, took him down, didn't really do too much damage in ground and pound. Looked like he was worried about maybe gassing out a little bit because, Derrick Lewis is a very strong guy, so holding him down probably was taking a lot of energy. But, yeah, he still got the win, obviously, but Spivak definitely won, beat Derrick Lewis a bit better, but I guess we'll see what happens moving forward. Like I say, Jairzinho Rozenstruik versus Derrick Lewis, and then, yeah, do Jailton Almeida versus Curtis Blades. Makes the most sense. The fight was already booked. And yeah, I think that would have actually been an entertaining fight. I think that would have probably been a stand-up fight, because I don't know if Almeida could just do what he did to Derrick Lewis to Curtis Blades. But I guess we'll find out if it eventually happens. But yeah, that's all I've got to say for the second time. So yeah, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you give it a like and leave your thoughts on the fight in the comment section. And if you're not already, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.